Editing my work in progress, day 2. Today is April 7th, 2026. It is a Tuesday, so I am going to be buckling down to my manuscript. I have my 2 screens open right now. I'm not going to show them because I don't want to spoil anything. But on the right-hand screen, I have my manuscript, and on my left-hand screen, I have the beta notes open. I also have a printout of the beta notes on my desk. I have a document holder here. So I have 2 copies of the beta notes. That way I can focus on, there's a chapter by chapter breakdown of what suggested changes I need to deal with. But then I can go back to the paper version. I've highlighted a few areas of the overarching issues I need to address as well. So it is a little bit of a complicated process, but it's also a lot of fun. I'm really enjoying it. So far this morning, I have obviously JT and I had breakfast and we did our normal quick morning chores, got dressed, and he is off at Comma Coffee for another day of writing. He's very happy with his new work in progress, so he's not hurrying through it or anything. He's really enjoying it, and it sounds like it's going to be quite a complex story, so we'll see how that goes. It is not related to any of his other books at this point in time. I believe it's completely standalone, but I'm not going to spoil that or anything, so I think might be tilted a little bit here. I'm leaning on the arm of my chair. Now, I let's see, after breakfast and everything, after JT left, I did walk in front of the TV for 40 minutes. Sometimes I will put on a video. I do like to watch my garden vlogger every morning. It's Garden Answer. The channel is here on YouTube. So if you enjoy gardening, or if you just like a fun, relaxing kind of Zen video, I recommend that you check them out. Garden Answer is pretty cool. I have been following them for many years, and they have a lot of great videos out there. So I did that, watched that video while I was doing my walking. I didn't walk yesterday, and my body is not happy about it. So normally I will try to walk on the treadmill, or if I don't have a lot going on, I will join JT out for a long walk at the river or something. I am trying to, excuse me, continue to get my exercise. I'm going to need to get a bottle of water for my desk here. But then that way I have kind of front loaded my exercise. As I think I just mentioned, I did not walk yesterday, not feeling good about it physically. So I need to make sure I fit that into my day somehow. I only walked for 40 minutes and I normally do an hour. So I plan to take a couple of walk breaks where I just do laps around the house. And that way I at least move and I don't get so tense when I'm sitting at the computer all day. So I am trying to do the 45 minutes of work, 15 minutes of break throughout the course of the day, but I didn't do that yesterday. And again, I am regretting it. My body is stiff and sore, and I need to actually be more mindful of moving around during the day, because as much as I want to get this manuscript done, I don't want to do it at the detriment of my health. And so we'll see how today goes. I'll come back later on and update you on my progress, probably this evening. I decided to do a preliminary video in the morning. That way I don't have to do quite so much in the evening when I'm a lot more tired. You can tell I'm a lot fresher first thing than I am in the evenings. As the day wears on, I get progressively more and more tired. And that's why I tend to actually sit and watch TV in the evenings, because I really don't have the energy for much else, not even reading. Normally, I've kind of taken to reading a little bit at meals, and JT and I also play Words with Friends together, usually on our lunch break. So that's kind of the normal schedule of our lives right now. And I do hope, once I get these 2 manuscripts out of the way, to do some work on my yard. I want to set up a nice little patio outside that will be shaded. And we do have another patio on the other side of the house that I want to make a little bit more private. because our fence is a half size fence with our neighbors, and nothing against our neighbors. I just would prefer to have a little bit more privacy if I'm hanging out outside. Plus, I've mentioned in previous videos that I would like to turn part of our workshop into a podcast studio, and the patio is right outside of that portion of the building. So it would be fun to be able to have maybe French doors from our podcast studio that would open out to our little patio area and then have it a little bit more private. I'm thinking of putting a planter out there. Obviously, watching my favorite garden vlogger has given me a lot of inspiration. So I'm hoping to do more of that kind of work this summer, especially since JT and I have decided not to do our cross country trip due to rising costs of basically everything at this point. And so that's where we stand on kind of what's going on. But I need to stop procrastinating, go get my water, and then sit down and get some editing done. So I will see you later today. As you can see, it is later in the day now, and I am in my comfy writing clothes. Today's session did not go as well as I'd hoped. I was telling JT that it felt like pulling teeth. I'm not sure why, since yesterday went so well. I think maybe I'm just feeling out of sorts. So, what ended up happening is that I met JT for lunch, and we ran into several people that I used to work with, which was really fun. And then came home and I got back to work, and I got a little done, but not as much as I'd hoped. So I'm calling it a day. It's about 4:30 now, and I'm hoping that tomorrow will be better. I think I'm just going to relax this evening and let my mind mull some of the things I'm working on and put my feet up. Mm. It's really frustrating that I just don't have the stamina I did when I was younger, because I have these opportunities to do the things I always wanted to do, but no stamina. So I need to really start focusing on that once I get these manuscripts done. So, editing my work in progress, day 2, basically boils down to okay, but not great. I still feel like I can get this done in plenty of time to get it back to my editors by April 17th. Of course, this is the time of year when my grandkids want me to hang out with them and, so we can do fun things. And I'm trying to balance doing that with getting my work done. But at this point in time, I'm putting them off until the manuscripts are done. And then I can go and enjoy myself and not feel as guilty about it. I'm really hoping to have at least these 2 manuscripts in the bag before summer starts in earnest, so that I can just enjoy the summer. I do plan to continue writing daily, though. I'm not going to allow myself to take those long breaks that I was. I really think that the fast drafting process that I started with Battleborn Bride is a good way for me to go, and I'm going to continue doing that with future manuscripts. So when I get done with my editing, I'm going back to the fast drafting, and then once I'm done with that, I'm going to start editing Restless Spirits Book 3. And once Restless Spirits Book 3 is done, I will start fast drafting my future books, but those will be at a more relaxed pace. I'm thinking maybe 2 or 3 hours a day of writing at the most, depending on what else I'm doing, because JT and I will be going on a short trip next month. I'm still um, involved with the Conference of Intermountain Archivists, so I'm going to their conference in Utah, which will be a lot of fun. It's always good to see everyone. And we may take a little side trip to the Grand Canyon while we're out and about. So I'm looking forward to that. I think it will be nice to get out of the house. It's been a while. I don't think we've gone anywhere since last fall, if I'm not mistaken. It's been, gosh, maybe 6 months. We've been at home a lot, and for various reasons, because winter and then gas prices and all of that. But that's neither here nor there. Really, what I'm here to talk about is my editing journey. And today that was a struggle. And that's the way it is. You know, some days are better than others. It's true of all of us. I don't think anybody has a very consistent um, output in whatever job they may be doing or whatever hobby they may undertake. I think we all ebb and flow. And today was definitely an ebb day. Oh, it is really good to be working, and I'm looking forward to getting these projects done and moving on to my future ones, because I kind of feel like I'm in a place where I'm on a treadmill and I'm going and I'm going and I'm going and I'm not getting anywhere. And I'm hoping that once I get off the treadmill, I will be out walking around in nature and will be a little bit more meandering than just doing this continual cycle of editing and fast drafting. And that's not to say that I won't be doing more editing and fast drafting in the future. I'm just going to do it at a more relaxed pace. So if you're following along, you know, let this be your reminder that it's okay to have those rough days. We're not perfect and we're not automatons. And sometimes things just are a little harder than they are on other days. So I'm hopeful that little relaxation and a good night's sleep, and I can be back at it again first thing in the morning, feeling fresh and energetic, and we'll see how that goes. Oh, and like I said, once I get off this treadmill, I also plan to really start focusing more on rebuilding my stamina, because I think that's been a bit of a stumbling block for me to get to all the things that I want to do. And I do want to get back to a lot of the fun hobbies that I enjoy. So I will post more about those when I get to the point where I can actually pursue them, because I do want to get back to my art. I have some art that's related to my writing that I want to produce and put out with the books. So that will probably be the first hobby that I pick up again. I do have some sketches that I've started that go with the Restless Spirit series, and I hope to get those finished and start getting them out, because I want to have the art to go along with future books as they come out. But for now, I'm just going to focus on editing Restless Spirits Book 2 and getting that done in time to get it back to my editors. And then like I said, it will be back to the fast drafting. In the meantime, I hope you are having a wonderful day. I thank you for joining me. I'm Cassidy Carson, and this is the Life of a Writer. Take care.